Hey y'all, welcome back to Life More Abundantly with Chauncey. I pray that everyone is doing well as always. I wanted to come on here just to give a word of encouragement to someone that feels like you've lost your fire for prayer, your desire to worship, and it just seems like you can't get back to where you used to be in your relationship with God. And so this word is for you. I was feeling like that in a moment. And as I was praying and as I was worshiping God, I just began to sing songs to the Lord. God was revealing to me, stop trying to make it how it was. Stop trying to see it how you used to see it, because I'm calling you to a new thing. I'm calling you to worship me in a new way. I'm calling you to pray in a new way. It's not going to feel like it used to feel, because that was in the last season. It's not going to seem or look like it used to look, because you're in a new season. So a new season requires a new version of you. A new season requires a new version of you, an upgraded version of you. Maybe you used to journal in the past, and maybe that does work now, but you just don't feel as connected to God through it anymore. God is calling you to do a new thing. Whether that's you singing songs to the Lord, whether that's you just talking to God along, just like a walk in your neighborhood, or maybe that's through praise dancing in the presence of God, just as David danced. You literally just dance in the presence of God. No word, no anything. Or maybe it's just you sitting silent in the presence of God, not so that you can speak, but just so that you can literally listen for the voice of God and just be able to hear him with clear. God is calling us to a place of solitude in him, where we are getting away from the distractions, getting away from the opinions and the thoughts and the suggestions of everyone else. There are some things that we will only receive when we get in a solitude place with God, where it's literally just us and him, whether that's in the morning before the rest of the house gets up, or whether that's at night when everything else is quiet and you've gotten, maybe the kids to sleep and the husband is in bed, or whatever that looks like. So it's important that whenever you have the most focus, whenever you have the most drive, that's when you need to really zone in and dedicate that time to God. For me, a lot of times it's like my nighttime routine. Once I've gotten, my girls to sleep, that's when I really like to spend time with God. Now, I like to spend time in the morning as well, getting up, before the sun even comes up. That's a great time for me to spend as well. And I do that. But I feel like I don't know, the intimacy and the clarity that I receive during my nighttime routine is just, it's amazing for me. Now, don't get me wrong. You can spend time with God throughout your entire day, which is something that I do. But there are just moments throughout my days where me and God just click on a whole new level, because I've eliminated all the distractions. I've eliminated, the TV is off. My phone is off. The girls are in bed. I don't have, like people talking to me and influencing me. Like, I literally just dedicate a space of time to God. And that's what God is calling us to, so that he can release this new thing to you. You're not going to get it through people. You're not going to get it through things. He's allowing you not to get it through any other resource, because you need to take the time and be intentional about getting it specifically through him. God wants relationship with you. He doesn't want to be your side piece. He doesn't want to be an option. He wants to be your main thing. He wants to be, and he is worthy of being our main thing. Worthy of it. So worthy of it. We have to take into perspective, how would we feel if God treated us like a side piece? Or if God said, you know what, I'll answer their prayers when I feel like it. Or I'll answer their call, when I'm up to it. Or I don't feel like talking to them today. I don't feel like responding to them today. How would we feel? And so that's literally something that we have to take into perspective with God. He wants to bless us, but we've got to go to him for the clarity, the revelation, the timing, everything. God's going to give you instruction to do what you need to do. He's going to give you instruction on how to prosper that business. He's going to give you instruction regarding that blueprint for that ministry. He's going to give you the resources in your alone time with him. And I feel this in my spirit. As soon as you make up in your mind that I'm spending alone time with God, God's going to bless you just because you made up in your heart and in your mind that you're going to act out your faith. Again, faith without works is dead. So your faith must be married to your works. I can't just believe God to do it and not act on it. Action, works is literally your faith in action. Again, works is literally your faith put to action. It's literally you literally putting feet to your faith. I'm literally walking out. So if you are believing God for a new home, prepare the house that you have now or wherever you're staying right now. Prepare to move. Because when God sees that you're serious about what you prayed to him and what you left in his hands and what you've requested of him, he's going to move on your behalf because he sees that you're moving. If you're serious about really getting married to the man or to the woman that God has for you, prepare yourself now. Don't wait. Prepare yourself now. That means doing an inward cleaning, an inward healing, a mindset change. If you're serious about running that business and that ministry, make the blueprint now. Set the vision now. Set the mission statement now. Save up now. God is looking for us to act on the new thing. He's looking for us to embrace the new thing. It's not supposed to feel like it felt back then. It's not supposed to look how it looked back then because that was the old thing. But God is doing a new thing. Isaiah 43:19, NIV version. See, I am doing a new thing. Now it springs up. Do you not perceive it? I am making a way in the wilderness and streams in the wasteland. I am making a way. I feel this for someone who is facing an impossible situation. You may not have the money for that house. You may not have the down payment for that car. You may not have the background for that job. You may not have the references for that application to get into that school, to get into that internship. But I feel God saying, behold, I am making a way in the wilderness. It may look dry, but I'm making a way. And I'm also preparing streams in the wasteland. What look dirty, what look dusty, what look filthy. I'm going to let my rivers of living, oh my God, I'm going to allow the rivers of living water to flow through that area in your life. I am going to bring it to pass because I have spoken a new thing over your life. I have declared a new thing over your life. And I'm doing it even now. Even now, I am doing it. I know you can't see it, but I'm still doing it even now. I know you can't feel it, but I'm still doing it even now. I know you can't see your way out, but I'm still doing it even now. Look through my eyes, daughter. Look through my eyes, son. You can only look through my eyes when you get alone with me. Because right now the enemy is trying to make you feel like you cannot get out of the place that you are in. He's trying to make you feel worry. He's trying to make you feel fear. He's trying to make you doubt. He's trying to make you feel anxiety, to make you believe that I can't do this thing for you. But child, must I remind you that I spoke earth into existence? Must I remind you that I created you and I know every hair follicle on your head? I numbered them. I know how many grains of sand there are on the beach. Child, must I remind you that I command the storm to cease? And it does. I command the waves to be made calm, and they do. Must I remind you that I am God who is in full control? Must I remind you that the angels obey my command when I send them on assignment to minister to you? Must I remind you? I am God. And what I speak will come to pass. What I declare over your life will come to pass. Have faith in me, my son. Have faith in me, my daughter. I will not fail you. And know that I'm doing a new thing even now. It's springing forth even now. I need you to perceive it. I need you to grasp it. I need you to see it even now. I'm making a way in the wilderness even now. And I am allowing streams to come forth in the wasteland even now. Be encouraged, my child. I'm doing a new thing for you even now.